Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yuri Besarab, and I will continue sharing my experience on practical aspects of post-psychological autodidactics of Valery Kourinsky. And this program is more like a part of the previous one, or I will give just more maybe details of a part of the previous video. And it will be about, okay, let me keep it like a secret. Just imagine that we want to remember the date of birth of a great composer, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Okay, we go to Wikipedia, and of course we see that the date is 1756. So 1756, that's the date of when he was born. Why do we need to know the date? Well, because through the date we can just jump in or dive into the life in those times, and that's when Voltaire wrote Candide. I hope you will read that book in French. That when his father, this is the time when his father wrote the first book of how to play violin. That's one of the famous, the most known books on violin playing. It's a very rare book in those times, and we can go on and on and on. Immanuel Kant was somewhere not far from that time. Haydn, a composer, was already writing his music at those times. So many things we can go through this date, or into many things. So we decided that we need to know this date. Usually what we do, we just cram it into our head, or we use some kind of different mnemotechniques, which in the end bring us to no result, as always. So I will show to you what we do in autodidactics, because between all this, we have some instrument which was developed by Kourinsky, and I will just write it here like code. Okay, I will put code. We will sort of like IT people will code. And what is that code? Here it is. I showed this code to you in the previous program. That Kourinsky turned numbers into letters. So in other words, we can turn any number into letters, and then when we have letters, several letters, and these are consonants, we can add vowels, and we will have some kind of images with which we can deal. I will show to you how we do this in this particular case. Look, for this, for number 1, we have in the code letter L. Okay, we put here L. Sorry, my handwriting with left hand is not very good. So 7, we go to 7, it will be M. Okay, we write M here. Then 5, it will be V or F. Okay, let's put V, but we can also put F. And 6, it will be N. Now I put it back here, and our task is to turn these letters into some kind of an image, especially the first image which comes to our head, to our mind. So let me surround this date. Okay, then we have a code here, and we have Mozart. So we have L, M, V, N. L, by the way, not always we need to use it, because we know that Mozart lived in the 2nd millennium. So not always it can be useful, but it can. So when we think a little bit about what kind of image to build of this, the first thing we need to put vowels and try to train different vowels. We can try different vowels and see what happens, and it could take 5-10 minutes. But in the end, for example, I will give you my option. and it will be lime, here lime, van. Just imagine that lime, you know, that fruit, almost like lemon, greenish and special taste, like lemonish taste. And also van, just a regular van, but it is made of lime. So lime van. We have this image. Just imagine. Okay, we need to use our imagination a little bit, and just imagine that we have this, or some kind of a van made of lime, and we call it lime van. So we need to connect it somehow in a paradoxical way with Mozart. And the first thing we do is we look at banal association that comes first to our head, and it will be like Mozart takes a lime van and is driving. Okay, this is a very banal association, or the association of the first level. So we need to do something more with this. Okay, we can let's say that Mozart is sitting on the top of the lime van and singing his the melody, Turkish rondo, Turkish march. Just imagine. Okay, is it something which is more interesting to you? Maybe it is more fun. I'm not sure that it is the best association that we can build, because we need something more paradoxical. So what if what if this lime van is dancing to the Turkish march of Mozart? Oh, this is better. So whenever we start laughing, it means that our paradoxical association is working. And now, just as soon as you want to remember this date, just imagine Mozart is watching how lime van is dancing to his Turkish march, or Turkish rondo. And well, it comes just back to our imagination that it's lime van, and we can always turn it back to numbers, because we know that L is, according to this code, L is L is 1, M is we go see that M is 7, and V is always 5, and N, that is 6. So we come to the number, back to the number 1756. And if we associate, maybe you can find even more paradoxical association than that I offered to you. So, but usually we never forget after that. It's almost impossible to get rid of that image. So look what it gives to us. What is in this whole scheme? What is Mozart for us? It's some kind of an image, okay? Like image. Let's say image. I will write here image. And what are the qualities of this image? It is like stable image. It is we can say it's eternal image, or never ending, never changing image. Then we have numbers, okay? Image. So we have numbers, and then we have code, and then any word, any different. So Kourinsky offered us to use this code, and just imagine that now here we have foreign words, or words from foreign languages that we would like. Let's say I will put foreign words from any language that we want to use, just many thousand, 10,000 of words we can use. Then here Kourinsky suggested us to use just from numbers from 1 to 100. and I will show you to you how to make a matrix. So to use numbers just from 1 to 100, that we will always be able and to use, that we can use all our life, as well as Mozart, because here just the code will be here, yeah, between code again here, and then on the top we will have matrix, which will have the same qualities, almost the same qualities like Mozart. We call it matrix, because we will use it all our life. And I will show you to you in the next program how to build this matrix, and you can start already working on it, or maybe you've done it, or it's quite possible that as an example you can use for some time, you can use matrix from this book. But now we can associate any word from foreign language through these 100 numbers, because we'll code them. I will show to you how to do it. And through the code, through this code, we will be able to develop first of all matrix, and then we can connect, we can associate these words with the matrix through these numbers. And we will always have these paradoxical, let's say, situations or associations, paradoxical associations, and we will remember, let's say, we will remember those words, foreign words, so we will just be able to learn them. So this is the beginning of only, this is a little part of what I was trying to tell in the previous very long video. Have a good evening, and share, put likes if you like this program, and also you can send me your questions. Bye bye.